It is the Sports Center. Kevin Connors, Amina Smith here with you, and just a blockbuster. What's happening in the NBA right now? In the wee hours of this Sunday morning, just all hell has.
Insane, it's crazy. Yeah, I would have never thought Luka Dončić get traded at this age.
It's crazy, man. You know, I really don't know what to say about it. You know, Luka being a guy that, you know, everybody's claimed is untouchable and untradeable, and you know, the NBA shows you again.
Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking trades in NBA history. Luka Dončić, the 25-year-old superstar and face of the Dallas Mavericks, is now a Los Angeles Laker. In return, the Mavericks receive Anthony Davis and a 2029 first-round pick. This deal has sent shockwaves through the NBA, and we're here to break it all down. The shock factor, the advantages for both teams, the disadvantages, and just how great these two players are. No one saw this coming. There were no leaks, no rumors, no reports indicating that Luka Dončić was even available for trade, and yet, here we are. The Dallas Mavericks, fresh off an NBA Finals appearance just last year, have decided to move on from their generational talent. What's even crazier is that Luka did not request a trade. This wasn't a James Harden or Kevin Durant situation where a star forced his way out. The Mavericks did this willingly. Their general manager, Nico Harrison, has stated that this move was made to focus on defense, believing that defense wins championships. He saw Anthony Davis as the perfect player to build around in that regard. For the Lakers, this is a franchise-altering move. They not only get one of the best players in the NBA today, but they also secure their post-LeBron future. Luka is only 25 years old, already a 5-time All-NBA first-team member, and one of the most complete offensive players we've ever seen. He's an elite scorer, an elite passer, and one of the best clutch players in the game. The Lakers didn't even have to give up both of their trade-eligible picks to get him, which means they still have the flexibility to make more moves before the trade deadline. This trade isn't just about the short term. Yes, the Lakers are immediately better with Luka next to LeBron, but the real victory is in what happens after LeBron eventually retires. For years, the Lakers have been looking for a seamless transition from the LeBron era to the next superstar-led team. Now they have it. Luka Dončić is their future. The Lakers have ensured that they remain competitive for the next decade. They didn't just trade for a superstar, they traded for a dynasty cornerstone. On the flip side, the Dallas Mavericks are taking a massive gamble. Anthony Davis is still one of the best defensive players in the league, but he's 31 years old and has a long history of injuries. The Mavericks now have an aging core of Davis and Kyrie Irving, both of whom have struggled with injuries throughout their careers. If they stay healthy, they could be a defensive powerhouse. But that's a big if. The risk they're taking is unprecedented. The reasoning behind the trade seems to stem from concerns about Luka's conditioning and defensive liabilities. Reports have suggested that the Mavericks were hesitant to commit to another Supermax extension for Luka due to these concerns. It's true that Luka has struggled with maintaining peak physical condition at times, and his defense has been a weakness. However, is that really enough to justify trading a player of his caliber? Even if they win in the short term with Davis, what happens in a few years when Davis declines and Luka is still dominating elsewhere? For the Lakers, the fit between Luka and LeBron will be fascinating to watch. Both players are high-usage, ball-dominant stars. Luka has never really played off the ball much, and neither has LeBron. However, if any two players can make it work, it's them. LeBron is one of the smartest basketball players ever, and he's always found ways to adapt his game. Luka, on the other hand, is such a gifted passer and scorer that he can thrive in almost any offensive system. If they figure out the chemistry, this duo could be unstoppable. For Dallas, the question is whether they can truly compete for a championship without Luka's offensive brilliance. The Mavericks now have an elite defensive front court with Anthony Davis, Derek Lively II, and Daniel Gafford. On paper, that's a defensive juggernaut. However, the offensive burden now falls almost entirely on Kyrie Irving. While Kyrie is still one of the most skilled scorers in the league, he's 32 and dealing with a back injury. can he carry the load without Luka? That remains to be seen. Let's talk about how great these two players really are. Luka Dončić is already one of the most accomplished young players in NBA history. He has 5 first-team All-NBA selections before turning 25, something no other player in history has done. The closest comparison would be LeBron James, who had 3 by that age. Luka has also proven himself on the biggest stage. He has the second highest playoff scoring average in NBA history, trailing only Michael Jordan. He's had legendary performances, including a game-winning three-pointer over Rudy Gobert in the Western Conference Finals last season, after which he yelled, "You can't guard me," at one of the best defenders in the NBA. He's built for the moment. Anthony Davis, on the other hand, has his own incredible resume. A 10-time All-Star, a 4-time All-Defensive Team member, and one of the best two-way players in the league. He was instrumental in the Lakers' 2020 championship run, dominating both ends of the floor. When healthy, he's a top 10 player in the league. The issue has always been his durability. He's missed significant time almost every season due to various injuries. This trade also shakes up the entire Western Conference. Before this move, the Denver Nuggets, Oklahoma City Thunder, and Minnesota Timberwolves were seen as the biggest threats in the West. Now, with Luka on the Lakers, the entire landscape changes. The Lakers are immediate contenders. The Mavericks, despite losing Luka, are still a dangerous team if Davis stays healthy. The reaction from NBA fans and analysts has been mixed. Lakers fans are ecstatic, knowing they have their next franchise player. Mavericks fans, however, are furious. Many believe this is the worst decision in franchise history. Dirk Nowitzki, the greatest Maverick of all time, even took to social media to express his shock. The general consensus among analysts is that the Lakers won this trade in a landslide. The Mavericks may see short-term success, but the long-term implications are disastrous. If the Lakers go on to win a championship with Luka and LeBron, this trade will go down as one of the greatest moves in franchise history. If the Mavericks fail to win a title with Davis and Kyrie, it will be remembered as one of the biggest mistakes in NBA history. The first matchup between Luka and the Mavericks is going to be must-watch TV. Can Luka torch his former team? Will Anthony Davis prove that the Mavericks made the right decision? These are the questions every NBA fan will be eager to see answered. In conclusion, this trade is a defining moment for both franchises. The Lakers have set themselves up for years of success, while the Mavericks have taken a huge risk that could backfire in a big way. Only time will tell how this plays out, but one thing is for sure. This trade has changed the NBA forever.